The child at the border has a name you haven't learned. The child at the border had a home before it burned. The child at the border is somebody's everything, and the world keeps walking past her like she isn't worth the seeing. The child at the border is all of us if we forget. Her name is something beautiful in a language you don't speak. She knew every word of every song her grandmother sang each week. She had a school, she had a desk, she had a drawing on the wall of the house and of the family, and the life before the fall of everything she knew. And she walked for 17 days with one pair of shoes and a photograph of her father's face from before he disappeared into the kind of silence that whole families fear. The child at the border has a name you haven't learned. The child at the border had a home before it burned. The child at the border is somebody's everything, and the world keeps walking past her like she isn't worth the seeing. The child at the border is all of us if we forget. She carries what the journey has written on her body, marks that no child should carry into adulthood. She carries the last words her mother said before the crossing. She carries the silence of not knowing if her brother made it. She carries the weight of a world that sees the crisis but cannot find the human standing inside it. And she stands at the border with everything she is in a plastic bag that fits inside one hand. And she looks at the officer with eyes that have seen more than any child was supposed to understand. The child at the border has a name you haven't learned. The child at the border had a home before it burned. The child at the border is somebody's everything, and the world keeps walking past her like she isn't worth the seeing. The child at the border is all of us if we forget. Why do we tell our children about our children? Why do we say when they ask us what we did when the child was at the border and the world had the power to open the door to keep it closed? Why do we say what did we do? What are we doing right now, today? The child at the border has a name, learn it. The child at the border had a home, don't forget it. Oh, the child at the border is somebody's everything. She is not a statistic, she is not a policy, she is not a number, she is a name, she is a child, she is our responsibility. Her name is beautiful, learn it. Where did my home go? Tell me, where did my home go? I had a life, I had a name. remember the smell of my mother's kitchen on a Tuesday when the world was still ours. I remember my father sitting at the table, talking about the future for hours. My children knew the names of every neighbor, every corner of every street. We had nothing that the world calls power, but we had everything we need. And then the morning came, that didn't sound like morning. The sound that woke us was not birds, was not light, and everything we were became a memory between one breath and the sound of the first strike. Where did my home go? Tell me, where did my home go? I had a life, I had a name, I had a door I could call my own. Where did my home go? Oh, tell me, where did my home go? Now I walk with only what I carry. Oh, through the smoke and the unknown. They said it was for borders, they said it was for order, but order doesn't look like this. From where I'm standing at the border with my daughter on my shoulder and my documents gone to ash. And the country that I'm walking toward doesn't know my name yet, doesn't know what I had before they took the map and redrew it without us. And I am not a number, I am not a crisis. I'm a man who had a home before the politics arrived. And I will tell my story every road I walk it, because silence is the only death that I choose not to die. Where did my home go? Oh, tell me, where did my home go? I had a life, I had a name, I had a door I could call my own. Where did my home go? Tell me, where did my home go? Tell me, where did my home go? Now I walk with only what I carry. Oh, to the smoke and the unknown. My son asked me when we're going home, and I held his face in my hands, and I told him, son, home is not the place they can take. Home is what we carry, in the way we love each other, to everything they do and everything they take. Home is still alive as long as we are alive, as long as we remember. Where did my home go? The world should be asking, where did my home go? When did we stop mattering? I had a life, I had a name, I had a door and a future and a dream. Where did my home go? Somebody tell me, where did our homes go? We remember, we remember. Yeah, nah, nah. Yeah, 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 yeah. Well, yeah, yeah, yeah. They drew the lines without us, sat around the table with our land. They drew the lines without us, and called the theft a plan. They drew the lines without us and gave the robbery a name. They drew the lines without us, and now they wonder why nothing looks the same. Men in rooms we never entered, drew their pencils across our mountains, divided rivers we had named for 100 generations. generation. Split the families down the middle, call one side a different nation. And the papers that they signed that day are still the source of every current devastation. And every war you see today has roots in a room from yesterday, where powerful men with powerful pens made powerful decisions for the powerless, and call it civilization. They drew the lines without us, sat around the table with our land. They drew the lines without us, and called the theft a plan. They drew the lines without us and gave the robbery a name. They drew the lines without us, and now they wonder why nothing looks the same. Tell me what the border cost when the body crossing it is breathing. Tell me what a document is worth when a family on the paper is grieving. Tell me how a child understands that the place where she was born is now behind a wall that someone else decided was the proper place to put the war. I have read the history books that they wrote about themselves, and I have read the history books that they tried to put on the highest shelf. And the difference between the two is not the events, it is who gets to be human in the telling of them. Oh, they drew the lines without us, sat around the table with our land. They drew the lines without us, and called the theft a plan. They drew the lines without us and gave the robbery a name. They drew the lines without us, and now they wonder why nothing looks the same. Enough of lines drawn in our blood. Enough of borders built on our bones. Enough of nations built on the ashes of the people who were home before the maps arrived, before the flags arrived, before the soldiers arrived, with their papers and their rifles, calling it liberation, when it was always occupation by another name. They drew the lines without us, but we are still here. They drew the lines without us, but our memory is clear. They drew the lines without us, but the truth outlives the pen. They drew the lines without us, and we will draw them right again. Still here, still here, still here. Whoa. Whoa. What world are we building? What world are we building? Whoa. What world? What world? What world are we building for the children watching us now? What world are we building when the powerful don't care how many lives are spent to keep the power in the same hands? What world are we building when we watch and understand and do nothing? What world? What world? Hey. I look at my son and I think about the world I am handing him, like a house until it wasn't anymore. And the news comes every morning with another set of coordinates, another city, another name, another number where a story used to be. And we have learned to eat our breakfast through the images of things that should have stopped our hearts, but have become the weather. What world are we building for the children watching us now? Oh, what world are we building when the powerful don't care how many lives are spent to keep the power in the same hands? What world are we building when we watch and understand and do nothing? What world? Yeah. Someone is profiting from every bomb that falls. Someone is counting the return on every wall. Someone is stacking the weapons that are making the refugees, that are filling the camps, that are breaking the families, that are raising the children who will grow up with the question, why did no one stop it when they could? And I am not speaking of the ones without power, I am speaking of the ones with every instrument of stopping, who chose instead to watch the stock prices and call it complicated, while the dying was simple and the suffering was clear and the choice was available every single day. What world are we building for the children watching us now? Oh, what world are we building when the powerful don't care how many lives are spent to keep the power in the same hands? What world are we building when we watch and understand and do nothing? What world? The children are watching everything we choose. The children are learning what we teach by what we do. And the lesson we are teaching them is that some lives are with the outrage, and some lives are with the breakfast and the moving on, and they will build the next world from exactly what we showed them. So I ask again, I ask again, with everything I have, what world are we building? Because the children are already building it. What world are we building? Because the seeds we plant today are the harvest they will eat. What world are we building? I refuse to be the generation that had the information, had the power, had the moments, and looked away. What world? What world are we building? The children are watching. What will they see? My name is not refugee. My name is not illegal. My name is not the crisis on your evening news tonight. My name is not a statistic. My name is not a problem. My name is what my mother gave me when she held me to the light. My name is not refugee. My name is not refugee. I was a teacher in my city. I taught mathematics to the young. I had a classroom with a window and a coffee that I loved. I had opinions about football and a garden in the back and a wife who made me laugh at exactly the wrong moments, and a life that had a rhythm and a heartbeat and a track. And then the war arrived before the morning I expected, and the label that they gave me at the border said one word, and that word became the only word the system saw when they looked at me. And everything I was disappeared inside it. My name is not refugee. My name is not documents at the first checkpoint. Then at the second they took my phone. At the third they took the last photograph I had of my classroom, of my students, of the window and the coffee and the garden and the wife, who I don't know if she made it across a different border on a different night. But they cannot take what I know about myself. They cannot file away the man behind the number. They cannot process through their system the full human being that's arrived at their border, asking only for the chance to be called by his name again. My name is not refugee. My name is not illegal. My name is not the crisis on your evening news tonight. My name is not a statistic. My name is not a problem. My name is what my mother gave me when she held me to the light. My name is not a refugee. I want to tell you something about the people in the camps, about the people at the borders, about the people on the boats. They're not a category, they are not a weight, they are not a burden, they are not a problem to be managed. They are teachers and doctors and musicians and farmers and mothers and fathers and children who knew the name of every star visible from their window before the window was destroyed. They have names, learn them, say them. They are not a refugee, they are human, exactly as human as the ones deciding whether to open the door. Hey, hey. My name is not refugee. My name is restoration. My name is not illegal. My name is determination. My name is every lesson that I taught before the war. My name is still the name my mother gave me at the door of a world that owed me nothing, and I am still here saying it. My name is not refugee. Say my name. I am still here. Say my name. I am still here. We are still here after everything they took from us. We are still here after every border, every loss. We are still here with our names and with our stories. We are still here, and our being here is itself a kind of glory. We are still here. They took the land, but not the memory of the land. They took the documents, but not the knowledge of who we are. They took the houses, but not the way we built them. They took the borders, but not the way we crossed them. Every time with our children on our backs and our history in our chests and the names of our dead on our lips like a prayer. And they expected us to disappear into the statistics, into the camps, into the silence that the powerful prefer from the people they have harmed. But we are inconveniently, persistently, beautifully still here. We are still here after everything they took from us. We are still here after every border, every loss. We are still here with our names and with our stories. We are still here, and our being here is itself a kind of glory. We are still here. History is full of powers that were certain they had finished us. History is full of walls that we eventually walked around. History is full of names of empires that no longer exist, and full of the names of the people those empires were certain they had erased. We are still pronouncing our names. We are still here. We are still here. After every attempt to silence us, we are still here. Louder than the ones who tried. We are still here. With our culture and our memory. We are still here. And surviving is the testimony. We are still here. For every family that's separated at a border. We are still here. For every child who crossed the law. We are still here. For every name on the list that no one read out loud. We are still here. Saying it. For every document burned. For every house reduced. Every life the powerful called collateral. We are here. Refusing to be collateral. We are here. Insisting on our names. And we will build again on the same ground they thought they had taken. We will build again because we are still here. We are still here. And still here is the beginning. We are still here. And still here means we're winning. Every attempt to end the story became a chapter in the story. Every attempt to take the voice made the voice more necessary. We are still here. We are still here. We are still here. And we are not finished. Still here.
Still here,
Still building.
still alive, still here,
Still alive.
still alive.
The child at the border has a name you haven't learned. The child at the border had a home before it burned. The child at the border is somebody's everything, and the world keeps walking past her like she isn't worth the seeing. The child at the border is all of us. If we forget. Her name is something beautiful in a language you don't speak. She knew every word of every song her grandmother sang each week. She had a school, she had a desk, she had a drawing on the wall of the house and of the family, and the life before the fall of everything she knew. And she walked for 17 days with one pair of shoes and a photograph of her father's face from before he disappeared into the kind of silence that whole families fear. Oh! The child at the border has a name you haven't learned. The child at the border had a home before it burned. The child at the border is somebody's everything, and the world keeps walking past her like she isn't worth the seeing. The child at the border is all of us. If we forget, she carries what the journey has written on her body, marks that no child should carry into adulthood. She carries the last words her mother said before the she is in a plastic bag that fits inside one hand. And she looks at the officer with eyes that I've seen more than any child was supposed to understand.
The child at the border
Has a name you haven't learned.
The child at the border
Had a home before it burned.
The child at the border
Is somebody's everything, and the world keeps walking past her like she isn't worth the seeing. The child at the border is all of us. If we forget, what do we tell our children about our children? What do we say when they ask us what we did? When the child was at the border and the world had the power to open the door, hard to keep it closed. What do we say? What did we do? What are we doing right now, today?
The child at the border
Has a name, learn it.
The child at the border
Had a home, don't forget it. Hey.
The child at the border
Is somebody's everything. She is not the statistic. She is not the policy. She is not a number. She's a name. She is a child. She is our responsibility. Her name is beautiful. Learn it. Her name is beautiful. Learn it.